Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So if you don't know, there is a new AI tool associated with Evony, and it is called Tactica AI, and there's a promo code D's Nuts. This is a promo code for D's Nuts, not me. Only benefactor is you. You get $5 off. But what D's Nuts has done, he's put in a lot of work, and this is one of the things that I love about Evony, is he's made a top 25 power rankings for all of Evony using AI from all the information that's gathered from the game. So let's get to it. So first off, in 25th place is SAD Alliance. S-A-D. I'm not sure if they like being called SAD, but here they are. They're in C1, a long-standing squad that has maintained their reputation as a formidable team who always brings the lumber, anchored by Geithouse and run by Clark Griswold. They continue to have strong finishes in Shalon despite being relatively low coining alliance. Steve the Eve is silent, is a great player who often helps SAD hit way above its weight. The AI doesn't hold their battlefield record against them too much, as they normally match RSP or one of the other big dogs who Hulk smash everyone in their path. They are likely one merge away from really being able to contend and get into the top 10. So as we go on in these rankings, I'm going to tell you, these are not pound for pound. These are a heavyweight tilt. So if alliances were to fight each other, it doesn't care how new you are, how old you are, who's going to win, how do the rankings work. That's how it is designed here. These are spit out by AI on a variety of things. Their battlefield results, their statistics, their Shalon's results, all sorts of different things like that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Ask any questions towards D's Nuts. He'll happily let you know about them. Also, these rankings will be posted in all of the Evony associated Discord. So let's get to number 24. And here we are, the Miss America team, USA C6, the youngest team in these rankings, but don't let that fool you. Led by Zero, a real sick bastard. They bulldozed everyone in their path on the way to dominating a C6 Shalon's win. At this point, the only thing really holding them back is their size, and we expect them to continue to rocket up these rankings. Player spotlight for them, Rez. So I guess this is to a latest defeat they had, and he lasted 90 seconds, which is admittedly longer than any female has ever said about him. Coming in 23rd place, LOA C3, a powerful C3 team that has had success in Shalons. There aren't many data points that we could find for our model, but we left no stone unturned. So we asked around, still didn't find much, but that doesn't matter. The data is the data, and it spit out LOA as the 23rd best team in the game. We don't know who the R5 is either, but that's beside the point. Could be a potato with Wi-Fi, and it wouldn't matter. After our proprietary model, the data is the data. One word, delivered straight from the mountaintop of objectivity, unbiased. Looks like Mr. Snuggles is the R5 today. Coming in 22nd place, One from C1. This caught the AI model off a bit. If you have ever played against One, you know they love themselves some good pre-raining. To be honest, they are about as much fun to play with as Jeffrey Epstein. They continue to weasel their way into Shalon's finals, where they get blasted like a Kardashian at NBA All-Star Weekend. Nonetheless, the model spit out at number 22. If it were up to me personally, I wouldn't even let these bums sniff the rankings list. I'd get them straight into the teams that exist, but we pretend they don't, Void, right next to Steve from accounting and Kitty Caprice. But not here. Not here. Here's the pristine pearl-clutching temple of Nuts GPT, where bias goes to die and objectivity is our entire personality. We must remain aggressively, painfully, holier than thou, unbiased. Coming in 21st place, AKT from C1, a long-standing mini juggernaut that often finds themselves in Shalon's final or in the top 6. Routinely bangs above their weight class as they come around 790 billion. The model likes their BOG and BOC results, but to make a big jump, they are going to need to grow and grow quickly, as there are plenty of other teams chomping at the bit to knock them out. R5, Itachi, is one of the most underrated setters in the game. and both Kuma and Seven Ages haven't been cleared since Bush, the older one, was in office. If the model held running B10s in higher regard, this would be a top 3 team. And coming in 20th place, Valhalla, considered one of the 6 or 7 best teams in an absolute loaded C2. Val comes in at number 20. While putting together some data points, we reached out to several of the other top teams and asked which team is not very good, but should probably make the list anyways. Everybody said Valhalla. Led by Duke, Baby Bear, or Bubby Burr, and Schmedium T, also pronounced gay. Regardless of their skeptics, they have had a pretty strong run in the last few echelons. Like a lot of the teams in the back half of these rankings, it will be imperative that they continue to grow and try to avoid any unneeded alliance drama. These faps, faux alpha male syndrome, ruining one of the most heavily coined alliances in the game. Like my boy Eminem once said, bitches they come, they go Saturday through Sunday, Monday, yeah. Monday through Sunday, yo. Not sure how I did on that one. That was a tough one to read, guys. Coming in 19th place, SGE. The AI model is not built to lie, but rankings, to be frank with you, think that C5 stinks. Nonetheless, the data is the data, and coming in at number 19 is Shalon C5 champion SGE. Anchored by Saigon and Hydragons, these guys have spent the GDP of Haiti on their accounts. As we were putting the data and speaking to several other teams, a common theme emerged. These guys suck to play against. Pre-Rain City and 4-minute rallies. Pretty sure they set rallies using the Doomsday Clock. Here is a quick list of 3 things we'd rather do than play them in Battlefield. 1. Listen to people talk on speakerphone in public. 2. Watch The View. 3. Go hunting with Tim Waltz. Regardless of their playstyle, they did win C5 Shalons, and we were here at Nuts GPT, pride ourselves on being, you guessed it, unbiased. Keep up the great work. We're all rooting for you. And in 18th place, coming in at number 18 in our rankings, our first C4 team, APX. The data point on this alliance are hard to find and shoot you straight. This isn't an alliance we are all familiar with. It doesn't matter. The data is the data, as we like to say, and it says that APX is 18th best team in the game at the moment. Anchored by Sophie, Reign of Terror, they have several past Shalons wins in C5 and have since moved to C4 and remain one of the most annoying, formidable teams in the continent. We hope to gather more future data on this team and look forward to seeing them grow. One of the AI's favorite teams to shit talk, coming in at 17 in our rankings, is a C1 juggernaut, REB. Considered one of the better C1 teams over the last few years, they have a strong Shalon's track record and some of the very stout keeps run by Rita and maybe Aura, though they routinely find themselves in the top 16, struggling for a top 4 spot. However, you can't spell Reb without pre-raining. Rita always denies this, but they get filled more than Meek Mill at parties in Hollywood. This is a bad team to keep your eye on, as they will need to sustain their growth to compete at a high level in the future. In at 16, the model has RET, a C2 juggernaut who has had some finishes in Shalon, anchored by Astro and Moriel. They have built themselves into a pretty formidable alliance. C2 has some very strong teams, and RET is one of them. The data suggests they aren't quite on the level with DTP or TTC, but they still can bang with the best of them. So that's it for the rankings this week, guys. The next set of rankings will come out next week. Drop some comments in the channel, also in the Discords if you want. D's Nuts will do his best to chime in and help you guys out. And like, subscribe, leave a comment.